Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Doodle Robot, and this is the Robot Report. I'm starting a new series called the Robot Report, which is basically a coloring journal, I guess we'll say. I'm going to be doing it every week or two. It's kind of a week-ish journal. Like I said, every week or two. It just depends on, what's getting done, how busy I am, etc., and so on. I'm going to be discussing works that are finished, works that are in progress, explain them a little bit more while it's fresh in my mind, what I'm doing on them, what I've purchased, how I'm feeling, all sorts of things like that. So, up first on our robot report is this. This is not an injury, this is a coloring injury, because I'm happy to report that my long dry spell has ended, and I went crazy the last few days coloring, and my wrist is unhappy about it. But I'm going to continue coloring today. I iced it. We're prepping for the day. So I'm going to remove this and we'll get on with the robot report. Okay, so my desk is a disaster because yesterday I colored like all day. What was yesterday? What is today? Today is Sunday 10. I think it's Sunday the 11th, just for context, because some videos may go up before this video. So, what have I been working on? All right. Well, let's clear some of the clutter out of the way. I'm usually quite the perfectionist, and I clean before I film. I mean, I clean, like, when I'm done for the evening, but I didn't do that last night because I was coloring till, like, midnight. Just motivated. So, I have been working on, this video will probably go up before, I'm going to have to zoom you in here, before my coloring report, my Doodle, what is it, robot report. This is Fedorables Mini, and in here I'm doing a Crayola Colors of the World challenge. And so I'm going to finish this today, I hope. And this is all done thus far with just Crayola Colors of the World markers. Both the fat ones, I think they're called Broadline, and the fine line ones. And so the challenge is for everybody out there on YouTube and Instagram to do a picture solely with markers. Crayola Color of the World markers, mostly. I may throw in some colored pencils. We'll see how it goes. Thus far, I've only used markers, and I'm hoping to continue that. This is, this was a picture I didn't get done for Olga's Medusa summer color along thing. It didn't get done, and I was feeling bad about it. I really wanted to do this one, too. I mean, I picked a tiny one so that I could, like, do it, but my dry spell has ended. The June, July, and August were so dry coloring-wise, and I was in a funk, and I know why I was in a funk, and hopefully that's lifting. I've kind of made some life decisions, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but anyway, so she's just colored with Crayola Colors of the World. I worked on her last weekend. No, maybe it was this week. I don't know. Sometime in the last 2 weeks, but not this weekend. I haven't worked on her yet this weekend. I hope to finish her up today and finish that video. I'd like to put that video up tomorrow, hopefully, but we'll see how it goes, best laid plans and all. So that's Medusa in Fedorables Minis, number 1. All right. And one that I finished before, I believe before I started, oh, now we're going to have to zoom you out. Okay, before I started the Fedorables one, I finally finished this color along that was supposed to be for August. I felt kind of bad that I didn't have time to finish it, so I made it a priority. This is in Galaxy Queen. This is a color along with Cindy Peel from Instagram, so check out her finished page. Hers is awesome. And we did this page together. and I was still in my funk. But this is one of the things that kind of got me out of the funk from summer. Like I said, June, July, August were dreadful as far as coloring goes. I just didn't have the mojo to do it. I wasn't that interested. I tried. I kept trying. I did a little bit here and there, but it was just a very dry spell. And so my assignment on this one, and I actually took a picture of my desk because I have 3 packs of alcohol markers, I think, and they were all on my desk in a gazillion colors. My assignment to myself was that, okay, I'm going to do this page all in alcohol markers. I'm going to not go back and shade with colored pencil, etc. I'm going to make it easy on myself. And so that was my assignment, basically, to do this page all in alcohol markers. So I was trying to do like I don't even know what it's called, like the block shading. So you can see there where it's unmixed, because I've always really liked that. I've just never bothered to learn how to do it. So I didn't even look on like how to do it. I just like, this is my version of it. So you can see I just block shaded things like that. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I should watch some videos. If you have a YouTuber who is an expert on this sort of thing, please leave it in the comments. Let me know so I can watch some of those videos and see what I'm doing right or wrong, or maybe just doing it my own way. So it's all alcohol marker with the exception of the white cross stars there. Those are some kind of shiny gel pen. I don't remember what. I haven't written that down yet. It's either Arteza. It's probably Arteza. I don't know. I can't tell you. It's a shiny gel pen. So that's it. Just alcohol marker and 1 gel pen. All right. So that kind of got me out of the funk, which was a good thing. Oh no, I lied. I did write it down. Arteza gel pen. There we go. All right. All right. So that was last weekend. And that kind of lifted the whole, like, coloring dry spell. At the same time, I was also working on this one a little bit, which also helped to lift the dry spell. I mean, the dry spell was during the summer, June and July, and then August we went back to school, and I've just been frantically busy ever since then. I'm still frantically busy. This was such a tough week. It was exhausting. It was only a 4-day week, too. This is a color along with Jojosa Hanna. She has a YouTube channel. I'm sure you all know that. And I've made a little bit of progress. I'm actually filming a video about this one. I filmed how I did the little kind of the stylized flowers there. They're just like pinwheels. There's nothing terribly fancy about them. I'm not sure my lights are the greatest here for this today. And I've decided on a color scheme for this. I've picked out the colors. I've written them down. I've kind of worked out the preliminaries a little bit. So once I have that picked out, I know Johanna thinks that I plan everything to the nth degree, but I actually don't, Johanna, I don't. I just planned the colors for the wall first, and then I was actually inspired by, hold on, I'll get it. I was actually inspired by my horrific page here, and this was not me, this is the historical version of the page. I was inspired by the color scheme here, the purple, the orange on the green, and I'm like, oh, I really like that, so I'm going to use that elsewhere, and this I was happening to be working on, so I forced myself to do the green back here because I'm so literal sometimes. It's like, you know, vines and leaves are green, flowers are flower colored, the sky is either blue or, you know, sunset colors, sunrise colors. I'm like, you know what, I need to get out of that, so I'm going to do the background green and yellow. That forces me to do these colors something else. So yeah, I filmed like a little, I don't know, what am I up to, coloring along video, how to color flowers, something like that. And I'm probably going to do something else to go with that. Or I don't know. Maybe I'll just upload it as it is. Whatever. You'll see it in the future or not. So So that's where we are on that. We're moving along slowly but surely. It's a good thing for this robot report I like, because I'm so slow. I can just show you like what little bits I'm getting done and not like stress about finishing something. And then we really, even though this week was frantically busy and I was exhausted the whole time, this is when my dry spell decided to end, and it ended with this book. This is Mid-Century Modern Animals, artwork by Jen Ski, or Sky? S-K-I. Sky or Ski, one of those. And I love Mid-Century Modern, so we'll show you a few pages here. There's a lot of fish and birds in this book, and I'm not necessarily fond of either of them. So this is the one I started with, and I just started that this past week, like Thursday or something. We're only on Sunday. This is kind of where I blew out my wrist, because color pencils are hard for me on my wrist, and usually I'm a little out of practice. Like I haven't been. The more I use them, the easier they are. Like your muscles get, you have muscle memory. It's not a problem. But I just, I had to color something. It's like I just needed to block color something. It could be anything. It didn't matter what it was. And I'm like, I need something simple, and I just need to block color. I just need that like meditative time, that Zen time. Because my life, like I said, life decisions and all that. So I found this page and I'm like, okay, I think I could come up with a color scheme for this. And I did. I keep adding to the colors though. So it started out with like 5 or 6. I don't know. I think we're up to 8 or 9 colors now. But yeah, this is just all Prismacolors. This brown is a square Brute Fooner number, oh my gosh, I'm not wearing the right glasses, 020. And I think I've added this light color is what is this? Astra Pastelo pencil. The rest is Prismacolor. And that's kind of what, my wrist got tired from working on that piece. And I wanted to do it in very typical mid-century modern colors. And I'm like, oh, this whole book, I'm going to do this whole book in mid-century modern colors. And that lasted until yesterday. That lasted a whole 2 days. And then I started this piece. My wrist was tired from colored pencil, so I'm like, I was still in the coloring mode though, and I didn't want to stop. I was thoroughly enjoying myself. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to paint something. And then the whole color scheme plan ended there. So I started painting this cat. I love like these, what are these, 1950s, 60s cats? They're you see some of these in Carla Magana books, but I love that cat from that era. And so this is black Posca pen here, and my wrist was doing okay, and then I decided to paint the background with, I love my color shift. So this is Color Shift Pastel Pink, and so now we're drastically deviating from mid-century modern colors, but it still looks cool. This is the pink here, which I have to go over a little bit because it's only got one coat, and it looks, I don't know if you can even see it on camera. It's very kind of splotchy. I'm not sure if it will show for you. Although that could work for fish. I mean, they look kind of scaly. I could keep it that way, but I don't know. I suffer from perfectionism, so. This is a Pentel Dual Metallic in pink. And I don't know if you can see it, but how long does a dual metallic pen last? Well, it lasts for this many fish. There's just a little bit left, which once I go over it again and fill in the places that aren't as shiny as other places, I think it will be done. Does anybody know? Can I buy these open stock anywhere? I'll just need this one after this. So that's where I'm there today. I should be able to finish this today. I just have to I'm going to color his eyes, or his or her eyes, and the color there, the same color, either light green or light blue. I don't know, but your jewelry and your eyes have to match. That's just a rule, right? So Yeah, so that's what I did yesterday. I mean, I did that whole thing yesterday. Talk about like leaving your funk behind. So I should be able to finish. I should be able to finish this one today and maybe the Fedorables one. Maybe even this other one. I don't know. We shall see. I gotta leave myself something to do for the week, though. The week up ahead. All right, so that's what's been going on in my life the past 2 weeks. Coloring-wise, I also wanted to start the robot report for, I just feel it's going to be like a little more organic and holistic way to approach like what's been going on. Like I don't have to save up my purchases for this huge haul video, which I'm not crazy about doing. And then I can talk about my colorings and what's going on kind of in a more holistic and natural way. I went out of town last weekend. I had a doctor's appointment, so I had to go 2.5 hours away, middle of nowhere, people. And surprisingly, I did not purchase a lot. I was so excited. I'm like, I could purchase so much stuff. But the problem is that in 8.5 months, life changes. I'm going to be leaving. I must leave. I cannot stay here anymore. I think after 25 years, I will be leaving the teaching profession. It's just been that bad. At least to take probably a year off. I don't know if I will go back to teaching ever again, but I'm going to be moving out of the middle of nowhere somewhere. I have no idea where I'm moving, so life decisions to still be made. But I got to pack everything up and move it. So we're gonna be in a kind of a low buy mode for the next 8.5 months. I've ordered a couple of things from Amazon just this past week. I ordered, so that'll be in the next robot report. And I've got some things coming from Book Depository, which will take forever to get here, like a month or something, which I also ordered, I think, last week before, I don't know when. So those will be either in the next robot report. We'll see. We'll see when they show up. So from the dollar store into town, 2.5 hours away, I purchased more of these makeup brushes that I use. I don't have any inks, so I use my makeup brushes for my silky gel crayons. These are good. I really like these. I can pick out the sizes I want. I wish I could see one in a tiny little size, though. But this is the tiniest that they have, which is pretty small. So I picked up 2 more of those. And in the bookstore there were lots of books that I wanted. I just ended up with this one. I passed on The Coloring Heaven with Anne Stokes. I passed on that one. There was a cool moon book that I liked, but I passed on it. I just got Enchanted Forest by Joanna Basford because I wanted this book, and I ordered it once from Amazon. But my Amazon copy turned up with this whole top edge was like seriously yellowed. You could even see it on camera. I think all the edges were yellowed a bit. I'm like, how long had it been sitting in their warehouse? I sent it back, of course. Now I do hear that this paper does yellow quite badly, but I mean, I shouldn't get a brand new copy that's already like that yellowed. It's not the first time Amazon has sent me a yellowed book either. But since it was in the bookstore, it wasn't yellowed, it was in pristine condition. I can't seem to get stuff from Amazon lately that isn't like totally destroyed somehow. I don't know if it's Amazon or if it's the carrier companies. But yeah, I wanted this one. It's got lots of trees and leaves that I like. I'm less excited about flowers. I like trees and leaves though. And the thing I like about it, even though it's very tree and leaf-esque, there's not a lot of trees. It's more the essence of trees that she is able to get. Kind of like the essence. So that has been what's going on the last 2 weeks of my life. I'm glad my coloring desert thing has stopped, and hopefully we'll be pretty regular with the coloring from here on out. And I think that's about it. I thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Live long and prosper. Bye-bye.